Hey everyone, welcome to another video, another crochet chat video where I chat about all things crochet in my life. If you're new, hi, welcome, my name is Irit. I started crocheting at the end of 2020, I guess about a year ago, and I have been obsessed ever since, and I don't have people in my real life that share that obsession, and so that's why I have you. And hopefully you can enjoy my chatter and also feel inspired by projects that I make. I don't design crochet items, although I did make this top. I'm very proud of it. I have a whole series on my channel where I share the process with you, and yeah, it's like probably my most perfect fitted thing that I ever made. I think from the items that I made till now, probably the ones that I like the most are the ones that I kind of either just came up with a pattern myself or kind of customized a pattern. I think a lot of the times I have issue with, I guess, just things don't really fit the way I would like them to when I'm following someone else's design. I don't know, maybe that's how I felt with certain items that I made in the summer. Maybe with sweaters it's going to be better, but as I was wearing this, I thought these videos were a really great opportunity to wear some of the things that I made. And as I was wearing this top, I thought that I should really, I have some of this yarn left in my stash and I absolutely adore it. I mean, this one is nice, but this is just like mercerized cotton. But this one, this is just perfect for sweaters. I thought maybe I should make some sort of, you know, like make this into a twin set. I'm not sure it's the best idea because this yarn here, like the body of the, it's like a sleeveless top. It's very, you know, just like flooshy. So I think maybe wearing 2 layers of this is going to make me look kind of boxy, which I don't mind so much, but yeah, I have to think about it. I have a few colors, so maybe I should just make a sweater out of them. Try to combine a few of the colors, which is, I have a few goals. First of all, I want to do a video just like dedicated to things that I want to be, that I want to make this fall winter season. And I don't watch a lot, but sometimes I watch like book channels, and they always have the TBR, the to be read videos. So I want to do a TBC, to be crocheted video, and kind of show you what I feel like making. And yeah, just, you know, for fun, for inspiration. I think there are so many patterns out there that sometimes it's really hard to choose. And many times it's just like easy when someone that has a similar aesthetic to yours kind of finds a nice design, then it kind of just points you in the right direction when there's like so much to choose from. So I want to do that, and I also want to do projects inspired by, you know, things that I see online that are either like really expensive or made from materials that I don't use. I don't use any fibers that come from animals. So a lot of like the really nice sweaters out there are made with animal fibers, and I can't buy them, and so it'll be really fun to make kind of vegan friendly versions of those, or just, you know, make something yourself, which I think it's fantastic. Like slow fashion and just making your own clothes, I think that's great. Not that that's like my ultimate goal when I crochet. I do it for the fun of the process, but it is nice to have things that you like. So I want to do that. And I also think I kind of want to like tackle my stash. I would like to kind of make a dent in it, not because I want to make room for more, although that'll be like a very wanted side effect of this, but yeah, just because I want to use up. Like things are starting to get like piled here, and I keep like trying to find more space, and I would like to have something that I feel is like a little bit more manageable. As I said, I started crocheting about a year ago, and I think I have a stash that wouldn't embarrass any long-time crocheter, But for me, one of the things that I find hard is because I don't have a lot of shops that I can go in real life. I have a few, but the shops around me, there are a couple of really nice ones, but they mostly have like really nice, again, yarns that are not friendly, like vegan friendly. And also some online shops have like a much wider variety and better prices. So I do mostly buy online, and you know, and then that means you don't really know the way that the yarn feels, and also the colors. I'm all about the color, and I try to find like the perfect colors, and sometimes it's just like on the screen it doesn't look like it does on real life, and vice versa. So I feel like I probably bought all kinds of yarn that, you know, I bought like one to try and I wouldn't buy more. So I kind of want to tackle my stash with creating projects that combine different yarns. I have a lot of, you know, one skein of this, one skein of that, or like a few different colors from the same kind of yarn, and I want to make projects that kind of tackle that, focus on combining fibers, texture, that kind of thing, that appeals to me aesthetically and also to what I have going on here. So I want to do that. Let's talk about finished objects and, you know, current work in progress. So I will insert here a photo. I know I say I will insert, but not always do I insert, but this time I will. I finished that beautiful blanket that I made following videos from the Secret Yarnery. She has this gorgeous blanket, this like colorful circles in squares, and then with a gorgeous stacked rainbow border. So hopefully you can see now on screen my finished blanket. I didn't really do it like full size. It's kind of, you know, half throw, half blanket, kind of more just covers the sofa. But yeah, super happy that I finished that, thanks to my daughter that kind of nudged me, not very gently, in that direction. And I also filmed which might be up before this video, trying out the recent yarns I got from Ice Yarns. If you saw that video, then you already know I'm not spoiling anything, but if you haven't, spoiler alert, most of them were fail, at least for me, although a couple of them I would say, like, I don't think anyone's gonna like that. So watch that video and tell me what you think. That's of course my own opinion. So that video is up. Now as for new yarn, just talking about wanting to make a dent in it. What can I do? Like, I just want to try things. So I did get today a small little, like 2 skeins of yarn that I ordered because they are all over. I'm so guilty with like being, you know, like I see stuff, I want stuff. So this is all over Instagram, and I think mostly I saw it people making like beanie hats with a knitting machine, which, if you're triggered by knitters, I'm sorry, but I am considering like asking for like putting a knitting machine, you know, the circular ones that you crank. I'm thinking of putting it on my wish list for my birthday, which is in a month, because yeah, I kind of want it. So that's where I mostly saw this yarn. And that is it, but I think I will use it actually to make a sweater for my daughter, like my 5-year-old, because I think she's going to love these colors. So I'll just show you these, and then I have two more things on their way to me. One is some fluffy day yarn that I ordered from Hobbii to make kind of that twin set, hopefully, that I was talking about in the previous crochet chat. And one is just like this really super chunky, colorful yarn that I saw on YouTube, and I thought like, okay, I want to see how, like, what that is. Yeah, I don't think it'll be anything I can make something to wear from it. I think it's like way too chunky, But yeah, I just felt like I want to have that yarn. Write me in the comments if you feel like that. You just want to have some yarn, you have no idea what you're going to do with it, which I think is like a bad way to shop for yarn. But I don't know, sometimes I need to have it and feel it to be inspired and kind of know what I want to make with it. So this is Red Heart Super Saver stripes, and isn't this gorgeous? These colors make me so happy. So this is called Retro, and yeah, I just wanted to know what the hype was all about. Look at that. These are like, I love these colors. Love, love, love these colors. And yeah, so I'm sure most of you are familiar with Super Saver, but in case you're not, as far as I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, like Red Heart is one of those brands that you can find probably in most of the like craft shops and such in the US. And yeah, and they have like a ton of yarns, and Super Saver is like one of their like staples, and I think a lot of people love it because it's just a really good kind of reliable, affordable option. Again, I don't have any experience with this, so correct me if I'm wrong or add your own experience. And they have like a ton of colors, and they have these like stripes. And for me, like, I love these color changing yarns, but because of all my issues with colors that I'm so specific with, like, I like this shade of teal and I don't like that shade of purple, sometimes it's very hard for me to find these kinds of yarns where I like all the colors in them, and also that they have like the right kind of transitions. So it's like a thing. I know it's a bit insane, but yeah, so this is acrylic yarn. This is 140 grams, and you get around 215 meters or 236 yards. And it's a 4-weight yarn, and they recommend a 5.5 millimeter hook. So I think it'll be really, really fun to make a cute sweater for a kid. I don't know if one will be enough. 200 meters. I don't know, maybe I'll need more than one, but I love these colors. And I don't know if I would wear like a beanie from this, because my kind of outer garments tend to be on the like neutral, I'm not gonna say boring, but on the neutral side of colors. I have the image that I project when I leave the house, and then I have the I want everything rainbow unicorn in my world on the inside. So I don't know, it's just like, I live in Austria, and people dress here, like, they dress really nicely. Like, a lot of people are like very stylish. When you just go on the street, you can see that a lot of people wear like good quality clothes, even if it's like more casual sport kind of wear. It usually looks high quality, and the color palette is quite muted, let's say. Muted is a nice word. So I don't want to feel like I'm, you know, a clown wearing all kinds of like colorful things. Not that you should care what anyone says, but it just doesn't, I don't know. I guess I have my love for color. It just depends on how to use it and when. Like, I love a very colorful sweater, for example, but I probably wouldn't buy like, you know, a very colorful coat. So probably with this, I would enjoy to have a sweater made from this, but yeah, so we'll see. I really, really like the color. I'm happy I got it, and I think Lily, my 6-year-old, is going to, she's almost 6, 5-year-old, she's going to love it. So I'll make her a sweater from this. Okay, that was a lot of talk. Now, what am I working on? I didn't do, since the last time I talked to you, about my sweater cal. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I hope so. I want to. It's like in progress. Oh, I can tell you where I'm stuck. Okay, I'm using this book to kind of help me. See, it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit blown out. I'm using this book to help me figure out which stitch I want to use for the sweater, like the sleeves at least. I thought it would be fun to have a nice stitch for the sleeves. And I'm not decided yet. I'm very drawn to stitches that are kind of simple, but still kind of have a nice maybe texture to it, or you can see like a pattern that is nice, but still pretty closed. That's just like my personal aesthetic. And I just haven't cracked it yet. Like I haven't found that perfect thing, and I want it to be something like that I'm super excited about, because that is what keeps you motivated, in my opinion, when you work on something. It's either if it's like really easy to make that you can kind of not think about it and, you know, binge watch something, sit in front of the TV and just like crochet, or a project that you're really excited about. Hopefully it can also be a combination of the two. But yeah, so this is kind of, this is what I have. It's a work in progress. It's like a process. You can't rush creativity. Yeah, so I found this really, really nice stitch. I don't know if you can see this, but okay, there we go. So this is just like a ribbed cuff. I showed this already. And then this, I think, might be really, really cute. But yeah, it's a little bit of like, I don't think it's complicated once you kind of get the hang of it, but I'm not sure it's exactly what I want. And I also think it's, I considered switching to like doing the cuffs with DK weight and then switching either to worsted weight or doubling up on the thread and going up a needle size. Probably doubling up just makes more sense, because I don't want people to like fuss around and like, you know, have to buy like more. So I want to do that because I would like to have some nice, like more chunky like stitch for the sleeves. That's kind of where like I'm at. And I just took 2 strands and I tried like a bunch of different stitches from that book. So this is, it's actually a nice one. This is like a simple shell stitch. I don't think I like the using 2 colors that are too far apart. I have here like this cream color, and then this one is like this kind of darker violet color. I love them both, just I don't think, like this is not, even though on camera it looks nicer, I don't think I like this look. This is just like my own personal aesthetics. You might think this is beautiful, and you know, you do you. But I'm thinking if I use 2 strands, either the same color or similar in color. So yeah, I was just trying different stitches. That was a fail. This one I might consider just because it has like a nice texture, and also the process of making it I feel is like cute. And then this is the one that I showed you, just with 2 strands, which I also kind of like, but maybe I would go up a needle size just to make it a bit more like airy. I don't know. It's not easy. I want it to be really, like really perfect and exciting. So I'm working on it. I'll let you know what's happening. And in the meantime, as I'm figuring things out, I decided to start a new project, because I don't really have, once I finish that blanket, I don't have a project now that I'm like, you know, that I can just sit in front of the TV and just crochet or in the afternoons and stuff. And I think this one is a suitable one. The pattern is from Etsy, and I just saw it like on my Instagram feed, and I thought it was really cute. So this is it. Hopefully you can see there. And here are some more pictures. So sorry, I just printed it in black and white to save ink, because printer ink is expensive. And it's just like, I thought it had a really nice classical shape and like design to it. And the yarn that I decided to use is one that I actually have like 3 packages of. And I thought, you know, the way that this sweater looked, I thought it would be nice to do it in like one solid color, even though I struggle to make clothes that are just one color because I love color. So I always want to use multiples, but this is the color that I chose, and it actually looks quite, yeah, I like it. It's not like my favorite color in the world, but I do like to wear it, and I think it fits my coloring. Doesn't like wash me out with some of my other favorite colors that I like to wear, like beigey stuff. So this is like really, really nice and vibrant. It really like brightens in the sunlight. Has a very lively color, I would say. And the yarn is Elite Baby from Ice Yarns. And this is acrylic yarn. It's made in Turkey. It is 100% anti-peeling acrylic. 50 grams give you 125 meters. They say it's a 3-weight yarn. I'd probably say it's like a thick 3-weight. Really, really nice to work with. I think really nice for sweaters. I think she used, like the designer, she used like a bamboo cotton blend for hers. And I do have one also from Ice Yarns that I considered using for this project, but it's just a lot heavier. And I don't know, I don't like to wear like heavy sweaters. So since I have so much of this yarn, I thought I would make it with it. And it's a very simple pattern. I mean, you do it in like 5 different sections. So like 2 sleeves, 2 pieces in the front and the back, which I'm not a huge fan of. I really prefer like as few pieces as possible. It's one of the challenges that I am going to tackle in my, projects that I come up with a pattern. But it does make it kind of just like a, you can kind of be brain dead and do this a little bit. You have to kind of pay attention to the size. I think this one, I actually made it a bit too big. So this is supposed to be one of the front panels, and then you kind of cross them. So I'm curious to see how it turns out. So this is one of the front panels, and I did make it probably too big. I chose the size medium, but from how it's turning out, I think I might need to go down like 1 or 2 sizes. And yeah, I think it feels nice. It's not like the most drapey, fabric, but I think it'll work. And it's super easy to work with. It does split a little bit, which I have found with like acrylic yarns. The ones that are quite soft can sometimes kind of split, just the way they are constructed. I don't know, like one of my favorite Chunky Monkey yarns that some people hate that yarn, it does split a lot, but it's like so nice when it's worked up. And this one also feels very, very nice. It's very soft acrylic. What I don't like about this yarn are 2 things. One, that it comes in 50-gram skeins. And I find that really annoying, especially a place like Ice Yarns that sells in bulk. I find it so annoying. Where's the other piece? I find it so annoying that, you are making something like this. So this is the back piece, and yeah, it's too big for me. I think I don't know. I mean, it depends kind of how much I want it to go, where I want the sleeves to start. But I think, getting in trouble here, I think I will have to do all of the different parts and leave them. I don't cut the yarn because I just want to see how much, and I stopped at some point, but I think I'll have to frog some of this. We'll see. I probably make all of the pieces, leave the yarn hanging on them, and then make decisions. So yeah, that's another thing that sometimes can be kind of annoying when you have like all these pieces. I don't know, with certain designs or certain constructions, it's easier to kind of see how things fit mid-process, but also it could be that I'm just not experienced enough with, making like cardigans or sweaters for myself. So yeah, but back to my point is like these 50-gram balls, you know, such a piece has 3, I think I'm on my 4th skein, and I have like all these tails, and like why if you're selling in bulk, just sell it in like 200-gram skeins, because I don't know, that's just me. So I mean, actually now it will come in handy because I can just leave the skein connected to each individual piece until I know how I want to like the sizes that I want to make everything. So I really like the stitch and I really like the look. It's like you crochet basically like up and down, so the end sweater will have these vertical lines, and these are half double crochets, which is one of my favorite stitch. So another reason that I chose this project right now. Now another thing I want to show you that I decided just to play around a little bit is this is the back piece, and this is just like half double crochet. But then on the side, like the front piece, I decided to do some back loop only and also some third loop, which I've never done till now. Like crocheting in the third loop of a half double crochet, just to get a bit more texture in the front. And I don't know, I suspect that also working just in one loop might make the fabric a little bit like thinner. So I wouldn't mind that, just because I don't like super heavy sweaters. And especially like in Austria, it's not really something that is like, if I need something warm, I wear a jacket, and they tend to be like fitted, so you know that it keeps your body heat nicely. So I can't really wear like chunky sweaters outside unless that's, you know, my top layer. And yeah, and then, you know, you go somewhere indoors and it's hot and you have to take off your sweater. Just no. So I prefer to have kind of lighter fabric, but you know, it's fun to crochet with thicker yarns because everything happens faster. And yeah, so not connected really to anything, but yeah, I suspect that just, you know, that it makes the fabric a little bit lighter, but that's what I wanted to do. So I just did a few lines, like here you can see like a few lines here have that back loop only, and then the rest here is just a regular half double crochet. I thought it's a little bit noticeable. I thought it would be like a nice detail, you know, to this piece that goes in the front. I also am considering maybe when everything is like finished and done and seamed and everything, maybe to do just like a little ruffle around the neckline. I feel that if I'm using one color, like a solid color, I can be a bit more adventurous with texture. Sometimes with certain sweaters, you know, you want to do everything. You want to do different stitches, and you want to do different colors, and you want to do different textures. And some people know how to do that really well, but I don't want things to get like too busy. But I think in this case, it might be like a nice touch. And yeah, and then especially like if I'm working in the like back loop, it could be very easy for me to kind of pick up on those stitches and add like detail in the front, like ruffle. Like I thought just like a nice ruffle around the neckline. I thought that would look pretty, but yeah, we'll see. So I've started the third piece, so the second front piece, and then I'll do the sleeves, I think. Or I don't know, maybe I'll try and playing with like the back and the two front pieces, see how they look, and then figure out how much I need to frog. I'm pretty sure that this is too big, and I'm pretty sure that this is also too big. And I don't think I want it like too oversized. I think it needs to have, just from what I've seen, like the shape of this sweater, I think it should have like a nice fit. Like I don't think it should be like too oversized, but we'll see. And then I'll have to figure out how long I want to make the sleeves. I guess that depends on the dimensions of the front and back pieces. So yeah, we'll see. But I am really enjoying the process. It just, you know, I have to keep like be mindful of the width of the pieces. I really like the look of the vertical half double crochet, especially the back loop half double. Okay, I think that's enough chatting for one day. I will be back very soon with more crochet chattiness. Hopefully I have stuff to show you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, give it a like, all those things. Leave me a comment, and I would love to hear what you're working on. I will see you soon in another video. Take care. Bye bye.